Hello students, welcome to EduTap and welcome to this class of ARD Current Affairs. And since we have covered all the important current affairs for the month of May, today's class will be your revision class. If you haven't checked those videos, you can find the link in the description box. Do check this video, but before that, attend today's class. Okay, before we start our class, do remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and if you haven't joined our Telegram channel, you can do that too. So let's start our class with our first question. Wheat production estimate for crop year 2021-2022 have been recently reduced in the month of May 2022 from 111.32 million ton by how much? Your options are 2.3%, 5.7%, 6%, 6.5% or 8%. So here you have to remember the data and also remember the new estimate. So first of all, if you are talking about the percentage, that is 5.7%. And your new estimates of wheat were 105 million tons. So let's quickly revise this current affair. So what happened earlier for year 2021-2022, government estimated that our wheat production will go 111.32 million tons. But in month of May, government reduced that estimate by 5.7% to 105 million tons. Now, why did government reduce the estimate? Due to early arrival of summer. See what happened. Your summer arrived early, due to which temperature raised and your wheat was not ready for that temperature, because of which your crop came under stress and your production was lost. So I think we have discussed all the important things from this current affair in this particular slide. Now let's move to our second question. Project Madhu Shakti and Madhache Gaon are related to honey, lavender, herb, sugarcane or forest. See, when we are talking about honey, Madhu Shakti, you all know Madhu Makhi refers to honey bee. Okay, so Madhu particular word refers to honey. And talking about Madhache Gaon, this Madhache also refers to honey. So these two projects are linked with honey. Now talking about the Madhu Shakti project, this particular project target the women of rural area. Talking about Madhache Gaon, this project is to develop a gaon or a village of honey. Okay, we'll discuss these two projects further in the video, don't worry. But for now, let's focus on our third question. Recently in May 2022, Mr. Bhagwant Khuba launched the newly manufactured fertilizer Sufula 10-26-26 and Vipula 10-10-10. Which of the following industry has developed these fertilizers? RCF Limited, Chambal Fertilizers and Chemicals, Coromandel International Limited, Camphor Traders or ITC? Yes, your correct answer here will be RCF Limited. What is RCF Limited? That is your Rashtra Chemical and Fertilizer Limited. Now let's quickly revise this particular current affair. So what happened? So our Union Minister of State for Fertilizers and Chemical as well as New and Renewable Energy launched two new fertilizers. What were those fertilizers? First of all, there was a Sufula 10-26-26. This 10-26-26 refers to your NPK content. N is your nitrogen, P is your phosphorus, K is your potassium. The other fertilizer was Vipula 10-10-10. That 10-10-10 is also your NPK content. Okay, now who launched it? As we have discussed, Mr. Bhagwant Khuba and he is Union Minister of State for Chemicals and Fertilizer as well as New and Renewable Energy, and you can see the picture here too. Okay, now where these two fertilizers were launched or manufactured? So they both launched and manufactured at RCF, that is your Rashtra Chemical and Fertilizer Limited, Trombay unit, which is situated in Mumbai. Okay, so we have discussed all the important things from this current affair. Now let's move to our next question. EPIDA is planning to launch an ID card for farmers under the NPOP to eliminate the possibility of bogus or fake enrollment. So what will be the name of the ID card? Farmer ID, Organic ID, ID NPOP, Organic Aadhaar or NPOP. See, if we are talking about identity card, so we all have a ID card, that is our Aadhaar card. So what Aadhaar will be there? So your options are down to these two. Okay. So and your correct answer will be Organic Aadhaar. Let's quickly revise everything about Organic Aadhaar. First of all, who launched this particular Organic Aadhaar or who is planning to? That is our EPIDA. APIDA refers to our Agricultural and Product Export Development Authority. Okay, now what will be organic Aadhaar card? Organic Aadhaar will be ID card for our farmers, okay, who are involved in organic farming under NPOP. Now, why APIDA is planning to launch this particular ID card or organic Aadhaar card? See what happened, NPOP is a certificate that guarantee that your product is organic. But when there are fake enrollment, it creates a question to your credibility of certificate. That's why, to maintain that credibility and to reduce the bogus enrollment under NPOP program, APIDA is planning to launch organic Aadhaar card. Now, can anyone get this organic Aadhaar card? No. First of all, you have to be certified by NPOP program. That is your National Program for Organic Production. Then you require two more things. First of all, organic Aadhaar. You need a Aadhaar card. Okay. Then you also need ALPIN. And what is ALPIN? It's a land Aadhaar. See, quite easy. What is that? See, if you have, suppose, 4 plot and your plot is this X. Sorry, this X. So what government will do? Government will provide a 14-digit number to every plot. Suppose it has a number 1, 2, 3, 4. We are only taking an example here, so we are taking first digit only. So if we are talking about plot 2, everybody will know this is your plot. Okay, so that is your ALPIN. And then what government will do to develop this Aadhaar card? Government will link your NPOP certificate with your personal Aadhaar card and your ALPIN. So people can know where my organic product come from and who is responsible to grow this product. Okay. Now, this is all if you are selling your product domestically. If you are exporting your product, what APIDA will do? APIDA will link this organic Aadhaar card with TraceNet. And TraceNet is your system that keep record of all the export. So if buyer from some other country want to know where did my product come from, so we can tell yes, this particular, they will check your organic Aadhaar card and they'll know yes, this particular farm is responsible for my product and the farm belong to Mr. XYZ. Okay, so this all will maintain the credibility and our farmer will get a good price. Okay, so we have discussed everything that is important from this particular current affair, and I have discussed this current affair 2 times because it's very important, so try to memorize it as much as you can. Okay, now let's move to our next question. APIDA launched gluten-free affordable RTE millet product at Aadhaar food fair under the name of Millet in Packet, Quick Millets, Millet Breakfast, Millet in Minutes, Millet Eats. And if you want to check everything about this Aadhaar, you can check our video too, the current affair video. And your correct answer here will be Millet in Minutes. Okay. Now let's quickly revise what this all Aadhaar food fair and APIDA was. So first of all, APIDA launched gluten-free millet products. Why? See, year 2023 has been announced as International Year of Your Millets. So that's why APIDA is trying to boost the millet sale. And in same direction, they launched the millet product at Aadhaar food fair. Now, among all the products that were launched, there was some biscuit, there was some peanut butter, there was some malt. Most important product for your exams are ready-to-eat food product. Why? Because it was the first time that ready-to-eat food product that has been developed by Millet were launched, and they were launched under the name Millet in Minutes. Now talking about the boost, why APIDA choose particularly Aadhaar food fair to launch this product? See, our Aadhaar food fair is an international fair. Okay, it's Asia's biggest business-to-business international hospitality fair. That's why they choose Aadhaar, and it was held at New Delhi. So this was all important from this particular current affair. Now let's move to our next question. According to NRA, that is your National Rainfed Area Authority, in the last 70 years, soil organic carbon content of India has changed from 1% to how much? Now you should remember that, as we have discussed, the soil organic carbon content was reduced. So your option A, that is 2%, and option C, that is your 2.5%, can't be the answer. So your options are 0.5%, 0.75% and 0.3%. Now if you remember, this report was very concerning. Why? Because soil organic carbon content has touched a new low, and that low is 0.3%. Now let's quickly revise this current affair. What happened? Soil organic carbon content was reduced, and why this report was concerning? Because your soil organic carbon content is responsible for three things. That is your soil fertility, water retention of your soil, and soil structure. So if your SOC content reduced, that means loss of your microbes. And once your microbes are reduced, this will cause lower of your nutrient. Okay, if your farm don't have proper nutrient to support your crop, you will see your crop is not grown well, and you will see the productivity loss. So that's why SOC will affect the productivity, and this report was very concerning. Now why SOC content is reduced? SOC content is reduced due to intensive cultivation of our farms. We are doing intensively cultivying our lands, but we are not adding proper manure or compost to our land, because of which SOC content reduced to 0.3% in the last 70 years. Okay, so that was all important from this particular current affair, and there is not much to discuss. So let's now move to our next current affair. Sorry, next question. Which of the following bank will operate the payment gateway of MRU portal for natural rubber? SBI, NABARD, Federal Bank, ICICI Bank, or both Federal Bank and ICICI Bank? See, first of all, let's quickly discuss MRU. So MRU developed for natural rubber, and it was developed by Rubber Board. Why? For online trading of rubber. So the bank responsible to maintain the gateways are Federal Bank and ICICI Bank. So your correct option will be option E. That is both C and D. Okay, now let's quickly revise this current affair. So talking about MRU, see MRU, first of all, what is the goal of MRU? It's an online trading platform. So its goal is first to maintain transparency, quality, and payment security of our natural rubber that will be traded through MRU. Okay, talking about transparency, how transparency will be maintained? See, if online trading is going on, the transaction record will be maintained, and this transaction record can be accessed by government or any other authority to check. Okay, on that note, do remember that our technology partner is iSourcing Technology Ahmedabad. Now talking about quality, how quality will be maintained? So Rubber Board has ensured that if you sell your rubber through MRU, there will be a particular system to check your rubber quality. Okay, now let's move to payment security. How in MRU the payment security will be maintained. So in MRU the portal, okay, the gateway of the payment will be maintained by two banks, that is your ICICI Bank and Federal Bank, and they will maintain the payment gateway, and farmer will be ensured that they are getting their payment. Okay, now a special thing to know here is that these bank or through MRU portal, the zero interest loan will be given to our seller, and it is first time that in India that is happening. Okay, so that was all important about the MRU. Do remember who launched it? What is MRU? It's an online trading platform. What are the aim and how this aim will be achieved? Okay, now let's move to our next current affair. The Union Minister of State for Chemicals and Fertilizers launched a new suspension fertilizer with NPK content. NPK refers to your nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium of 10-10-10 at RCF Trombay unit under the name of dash. So we have discussed this current affair 2 times now. Okay, first in the question and before that in the current affair. So try to guess what will be the answer. Yes, first of all two fertilizers that were launched, they were Vipula and Sufala. So all these Ujjwala, Samarth and Shakti options are not correct. So your option, these two can be your answer. Then now among that, do remember, for Sufala, your NPK content was, yes, it is very important, it was 10, 26, 26. And for Vipula, your NPK content was 10, 10, 10. So your correct option will be option A, that is Vipula. I hope you have revised it and you answered it very correctly. Now let's move to our next question. FMC India launched Project Madhu Shakti. See, we discussed this project and our second question, and I told you he will discuss it in further video. So here that time, and if you want to revise this particular project very carefully, you can check our current affair video too. Okay, now talking about Madhu Shakti. Among the rural women through beekeeping, which of the following state this Madhu Shakti was launched? So your option are Maharashtra, Uttar Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Madhya Pradesh and Gujarat. So do remember that if you are talking about Madhu Shakti, first of all it's for female, it's related to honey. Then it was launched in the hilly state. So that is our Uttarakhand. Okay, so correct answer is option C. Now let's quickly talk about project Madhu Shakti. As we have told already, Madhu Shakti made of two words. Madhu refers to your honey, Shakti refers to your female power. Now who launched this Madhu Shakti? FMC India. That's a leading agri-science industry. They developed this particular project with collaboration with GB Pant University of Agriculture and Technology. Now this university, it's situated in Uttarakhand itself, so it will help them implement this project carefully. Okay, well now this project will be launched for 3 years, and who will be benefited by this project? So the main beneficiary of this project will be the women residing in the rural area of Uttarakhand, and especially the women or the rural area that belong to hilly regions. Okay, now I think we have discussed everything, and these are the goals or benefit of this project. Now let's move to our next question. Recently, Union Minister of State for Science and Technology and Earth Sciences has inaugurated country's first Lavender Festival. Now, where was this festival held? Mangar, Delhi, Bhadarwa, Solan, Almora. So, see, if we are talking about lavender, lavender needs your cool temperature or cool climate. So, Mangar, that is in Maharashtra, and that will be developed as honey village. Can't be your answer. Okay, so our option New Delhi, Bhadarwa, Solan, Almora. As we have discussed, lavender needs cool temperature. So Delhi doesn't have cool temperature, so Delhi can't be answered. Now your option of Bhadarwa, that is in Jammu Kashmir. Then Solan, that is in your Himachal Pradesh, and Almora, that is in your Uttarakhand. Are your option? And your correct answer will be Bhadarwa, that is Jammu Kashmir. Now let's quickly revise this current affair and what was important in this current affair. So what happened? Mr. Jitendra Singh inaugurated country's first Lavender Festival at Jammu's Bhadarwa. Why this place was chosen? Because the farmer there started cultivating lavender, and due to which the economic boost was seen in Bhadarwa. So that's why Jitendra Singh said that the Bhadarwa will be known as birthplace of Purple Revolution. This Purple Revolution is Lavender Revolution itself, and since Bhadarwa's farmers have done the lavender cultivation, get benefit of it, they launch this particular Purple Revolution, and the birthplace will be Bhadarwa. Okay, I think everything is clear to you from here. And now we'll move to our next question. Maharashtra government has announced in May 2022 to develop Mangar, as we discussed, as Madhache Gaon. This Madhache Gaon is your honey village. Okay, Madhache is honey, and Gaon, as you all know, is village. Under project Honeybee. This project is ongoing project. The plan will be carried by which of the following agency? AICRP, National Bee Board, TriFed, Khadi and Village Industry Commission, or APIDA. See, AICRP is your All India Coordinated Research Project, and since this is not a research project, this is a development project, so AICRP can't be your answer. Next, let's discuss APIDA. So APIDA is your responsible for development of agriculture and processed food product, and we are again not developing any agriculture or processed food product, we are developing a village through a commodity. So APIDA can't be your answer. Then again, TriFed. Now TriFed is your Tribal Cooperative Marketing Federation. So it's responsible marketing of product. We are not marketing any product, so TriFed can't be answered. Now you might think that if we are talking about honey, National Bee Board has bee, that might be answered, but no. The project will be carried by Khadi and Village Industry Commission. That is your option D. Now let's quickly discuss this particular Madhache Gaon or honey village. So Maharashtra government, first of all, do remember the name of the state where this project will be developed. So Madhache Gaon, turn Mangar into Madhache Gaon or honey village. Okay, so first of all, under which project the money will came from? So the money will be supplied, or the project will be commissioned under project honeybee. Okay, now the agency responsible to develop this particular project, this project, honey village project, will be the village khadi and village industry. Why? See, because village industry has village in it, so it's responsible for development of village, and we are talking about here honey village. Okay, so do remember that khadi and village industry is responsible for that. Now, why we are developing the Madhache Gaon or the honey village? First of all, see, of course, if we need honey, we will do beekeeping. So first of all, the boost will be seen in the honey production, and it will benefit our farmer. Then, when we give a particular name to a place, a name like honey village, okay, or birthplace of lavender revolution or purple revolution, what happened? That place become tourist attraction. People will be keen to know what is happening there and will be interested in there. So it will boost the village tourism. Okay, village based tourism. Now again, the people will be Mangar will be responsible for developing the beekeeping or honey production, so they will get employment through it. And since your bees are very good pollinator, the beekeeping or development of Madhache Gaon will also help in your environmental conservation. Okay, I think everything is clear from you. It was quite easy, but do remember the points we have discussed. Okay, now let's move to our next question. Organic Aadhaar is an identity card for farmers engaged in the organic farming under NPOP. Which of the following are necessary requirement to obtain this card? Your option are Aadhaar number, ALPIN, Jan Dhan account, only A and B, or ABC. See, we have discussed this particular current affair 2 times now, and now this was very important. That's why I discussed it in detail 2 times. Okay, we didn't discuss it briefly, we discussed it in detail. So do remember that what were the requirement, and if you don't remember, we'll discuss it how you can guess it too. But first of all, your option will be option A and B, that is your Aadhaar card and ALPIN. Why not Jan Dhan account? See, Jan Dhan account, government is not sending any money to the farmer, so they don't need their account number. They only need to identify the farmer and their land, so they only need Aadhaar card and ALPIN. For question for you is, you have to tell the full form of ALPIN. Okay, now let's discuss our next question. Recently, AARDO and which of the following institute have signed an MOU to promote sustainable agriculture and rural development practices in its member country? Your option are IIM Kozhikode, IIT Roorkee, IIT Madras, NABARD, or FAO. This FAO is your Food and Agriculture Organization. Okay. So from your option, your correct answer, you'll have to remember that it will be IIMK or IIM Kozhikode. Now, what is AARDO? Let's quickly discuss it. So AARDO. See, AARDO refers to your African Asian Rural Development Organization. It's an international organization of Asian and African countries, and it has 33 members. Now you might know it, might not remember it. Its headquarters is in New Delhi. Okay. Now they signed MOU or Memorandum of Understanding with IIMK. Why? To develop sustainable agriculture and rural development in its member countries. The 33 member it have, उनमें develop करने के लिए. Okay, so I think everything is clear to you from now. If you want detailed discussion of this, you can check our video. But for exam point of view, we have revised all the important things. So now let's move to our next question. Rubber Board launched MRU, an e-trading platform for natural rubber, as we have discussed. So you have to tell Rubber Board comes under which of the following ministry. Okay, your option are Ministry of Agriculture and Farmer Welfare, Ministry of Commerce and Industry, Ministry of Panchayati Raj, Ministry of Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises, Ministry of Earth Sciences. Okay, see, we are talking about rubber, so you might think that the correct answer will be Ministry of Agriculture and Farmer Welfare, but this will not be the correct answer. Why? Because Rubber Board deals with trading of rubber. Okay, and if they deals with trading, the correct answer will be your Ministry of Commerce and Industry. It was quite easy to remember. So we have discussed about MRU. So you have to tell what was the aim of the MRU. Okay. Now let's move to our next question. EPIDA has launched millet products, and at Aadhaar Food Fair, which of the following year has been declared as International Year of Millet? I told you when we discussed this by UNGA. UNGA is your United Nations General Assembly. So we have discussed it. I told you while we were discussing the question also at the current affair video. So now it's your time to answer. Is it 2024, 2022, 2023, 2025 or none of the above? And yes, your correct answer will be very good. Year 2023. Now do remember why this is International Year of Millet is important, because India was the one to propose this particular idea that 2023 should be celebrated as International Year of Millet at UNGA, and by the support of 76 countries this particular proposal was accepted. Okay, that's why this is very important. Now we have discussed all the current affair. I do remember you revise it. If you want the detailed explanation, do check our video of any current affair. You'll find 2 parts and you can check it there. Okay, now that is all for today's video. I hope you'll find this lecture very useful, and if you want me to continue this series, you can tell me in the comments. And if you have any question or any query, you can write to us, and you can also check our website. Thank you.